ago because I forgot my microphone, so that would have been problematic. I left it over there at my desk, and also I was dropping frames. So I was planning on starting this at 7 o'clock. It's now 7:50 Central Time. I'm a little late, but that's okay. Tonight's stream, we're going to be making some pizza dough for tomorrow night, because I'll be making pizza tomorrow. A little late, yeah, thanks buddy. And then also plan on making some peanut butter cookies. As you can see, I already got pretty much everything prepped. That water probably isn't room temperature anymore, so I'm going to have to warm that up a little bit. Actually, let me just test to wash my hands again real quick, just to make sure. And after the stream the other night, my wife yelled at me for using these towels of hers that are decorative, but here I am, I'm using them again. And it's a little bit cold, so let's get some 11 ounces of room temperature or so water. So I'm filling it up over here. The reason why we're using that is to bloom our yeast within the no-knead dough. So I'm using a scale right here, as you can see down here. Let me change it. Turn it on, and I'm going to change it. It's already on ounces. So let me put that on there. Let's zero it out. I need 16 ounces of all-purpose flour. Like I said, we're not going to be kneading this or anything. Well, I'm going to incorporate it. Then I'm going to knead it just a little bit, but pretty much what I'm going to be doing is letting all the yeastiness do its magic and do all the work for me. So let's put in 16 ounces. Dough right here. Flour. And I'm not using anything special. I'm just using all-purpose flour. Almost there. A little bit much. Dry this off. Not only am I going to be doing this and the cookies, I'm going to be prepping some of the veggies for the pizza tomorrow. I already got the spinach is done. That's already, just got to wash it a little bit. There we go, that's 16.4 ounces. Give or take a little bit because, we always lose it. Next, I'm going to be adding in 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. I'm going to transfer this into a bigger bowl. And I can repurpose this for other stuff. And like I said, 2 teaspoons. Let me grab my measuring. So how Peach, how was your day? It was your birthday yesterday. Everyone can say happy birthday to him, actually. He had today off again, so let's do 2 teaspoons. Let's get that in. Next is the active dry yeast. You're going to use roughly 7 grams or just 1 packet. It's 2 1/4 teaspoons of active dry yeast. In most cases, you usually just bloom this in your water beforehand, but like I said, I'm letting this sit overnight. I was there, waited for a while to come up. Yeah, I'm sure. So let's just sprinkling this in there. Let's get this a little bit closer to the camera. Next, we're just going to combine that all together before we add the water. Just use this. So let's it's all nice and combined. One second, sorry, just making sure my note is right. So it's all nice and combined there. We're also going to be using our hands a little bit, so a wooden spoon and our hands. Since it's all combined, we're going to add our water. Then just grab your spoon, just kind of incorporate it all together. It's going to get a little clumpy, but like I said, we're just going to let it do its thing. And after we get this all set up, the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to oil up a bowl and cover it with some plastic wrap and just let it do its thing for the next 18 to 24 hours. So actually I could have used I'm going to use that other bowl. I'm going to oil that up real quick. But as you can see here, it's all like shaggy. We're just going to start kneading it a little bit. Not kneading it, but kind of incorporating so it's like in a ball shape. And try to get all that flour mixture down there. And what we're going to be doing is, this is going to be make about 2 10-inch pizzas roughly. I'm using Babish's his recipe he did. It's a really good recipe. You can see I'm getting all the shagginess. I think I may need just a little bit more hydration because it's not picking up everything on the bottom here. So let's just sprinkle in just a little bit more water. That should be enough. Yeah, now it's all getting, as you can see, it's cleaning up the rest of the bowl now. But here's the hardest part, is getting all that gunk off your hands. But now what we're going to do is try to form this into a ball. But retaining all that gunk from our hand into that. If you don't respond to anything, it's because I'm watching raid videos, so I'm not completely dumb during raid tonight. Yeah, have you checked out the Ready Set Pull videos or the guides? I saw a couple people talking about those this morning, early morning. So let's just try to get this kind of into a ball. We got pretty much everything on the sides here. Oh, those are the ones you're watching? Okay. I heard they're pretty good. I mean, they're pretty easy. There's a PDF file too, I think, just floating around. Just try to get this shagginess. And just wash this off. Such a pain with this. Someone just followed. Let's see who that is. After I wash my hands over here. Who was that? Sebastian Danza 10. Thanks for following. Hello, my friend. Greetings from Colombia, South America. Hello, greetings from United States. Alright. Just gonna oil up this bowl that we used earlier. Actually, add a little bit more oil. The reason why I'm oiling this up is so it doesn't stick to the side of the bowl. Even though I'm using a non-stick bowl already, but just kind of want to keep it there. Let's take it out, plop it in there. As you can see, oh, there we go. Last step for the dough is just some plastic wrap. Which I can't get a handle on right now. Should be good. Turn that off. And we're just gonna set it there on the counter over here or over there somewhere. I'll probably move it after the stream and let it do its thing for the next 18 to 24 hours. Oh man. So let me go back to my notes over here. Did I not get my notes? Be right back 1 second. I need to go to my actual computer to get my note to come over here. Please stand by. Damn. That's not good. What's that? Oh, hi. What'd you say, babe?
No, because I have to drive to Cary.
I know you do. My wife was just exclaiming that we're going to get 3 to 5 inches of snow this weekend. And she's not happy about that. All right. So for our peanut butter cookies, we're going to need 2 1/4 cup of flour. And remember what I said last time. Don't really want to. Got to fluff this up a little bit, and then there's water all on this. Just keep this over here. Don't want to get water in my flour mixture. All right. Let's fluff this up so it's not too compact. Let me grab a knife to even this out. Got it flying everywhere. So we get nice, correct measurements. As I get flour all over the cutting board, that's alright. There we go. Again. Too much flour. So that's 2 cups. You get a 1/4 cup now. And then our last bit of flour. Alright, so we should now be done with our flour. What do I need next? I need a cup of melted butter. Let's see. So I'm going to be throwing this in the microwave here in a minute. We can set this aside for right now. Get the big bowl out. Because next we're going to be using a cup of brown sugar, a 1/2 cup of just regular sugar, granulated sugar, the butter, 2 eggs, and then some vanilla extract. So we need 4 sticks of butter. That's a lot of freaking butter. Right? 8 tablespoons is a quarter to half a cup. Actually, I can't read. We only need 2 sticks. Good thing I checked that. So how's everyone's night going? Hope everyone's having a good night. While this is going, so after I get everything all incorporated, I'm going to be throwing it in the fridge for about 20 minutes. And then while I'm doing that, I'm going to be preheating the oven. And then I'm also going to be cutting up the vegetables. Oh shoot. Have that drop. Let's cut this. And then that'll be pretty much it. They're going to be in the oven for about 12 to 15 minutes. And after that, just got to let them cool off. We'll probably eat one nice and fresh though, because who doesn't like fresh cookies? I'm just cutting these up so they fit in my little Tupperware a little bit better while I'm melting them. For about a minute. While that's going, we're going to get our cup of brown sugar. And here, I'm just going to be using light brown sugar. I have dark, but I'm just going to use light. And since it's crazy how that makes no sense. This is obviously I'm packing more into this, but let's see how that is. That's 1 cup of brown sugar. Let's get the granulated sugar going. We need a half a cup of that. God, this apron's gonna be dirty. It's not melted all the way. Gotta get probably like another 30. Do another minute. See how it is. Alright, then I said a half a cup of granulated sugar. And we're just going to whisk that all together so it's nice and incorporated. Our butter's looking very melted, as you can tell. We'll set that right here. Out. Alright. Just kind of whisk all this together so it's nice and incorporated. Break down the... I want to move this actually out of the way. So we can break down all the chunks. We can even use our hands. But trying to get that all nice and together. Let's get our eggs out. Did we already finish the other pack of eggs? Really?
I finished it this morning.
Oh. I guess I'll go get more eggs tomorrow. So now we got our eggs out, just set them right there. Just incorporate that all together. Next, we're going to pour in the buttery goodiness. Whisk that all together. good. And last but not least, the key to the whole thing, the peanut butter. We need an entire cup of that. Oh, nothing like good old-fashioned peanut butter. If you tuned in on Sunday, you would have known that I attempted to make some peanut butter live, but there was a little bit of a difficulty with that. When I was processing the peanuts, the peanuts weren't releasing its natural oil, so it wasn't actually doing anything. Another little spoonful, that should be good. So I ended up just not using those. Somehow I got a cut on my hand. That's not fun. So now we have our peanut butter. Let's just mix this up again so it's nice and fresh. Let's add our eggs. And then let's just combine that all together. Whisk it all up. What is that? Some remembering? That does not look good. Trying to get everything nice and incorporated before we mix in our peanut butter. Alright, let's get this all in here. So then we gotta also mix this all up. Get it all nice and incorporated. Yeah, like I said, I was gonna start this an hour ago, but I'm gonna be joining a podcast with some of my buddies on Thursday. They do a movie podcast once a week, and this week they're covering Die Hard for, the greatest holiday movie ever. Of course, you gotta lick the spoon. Now let's try to get all this peanut butter nice and incorporated. Could have done a lot easier recipe, the 3-ingredient recipe: sugar, peanut butter, and eggs. But I wanted to try this one out that I found and, see how it goes. Alright. Last thing for our wet mixture is some vanilla extract. And that's about, I just think that'll be good. Roughly 2 teaspoons. And let's just mix that all up. The vanilla smells fantastic. Vanilla beans just sitting in alcohol. That's one of the things I've been wanting to make lately. I haven't, not lately, but for a while now, is my own vanilla extract. And I got the vodka already, just need to buy vanilla beans. Now we're done with that. Here's the fun part. Let's add in our flour. And then we're just gonna mix. Whisk it all up together so it's all nice and incorporated without flinging flour everywhere. And this is a lot of whisking. Let's get everything, all the edges, all the flour, get all those clumps out. You can see it's really clumpy on the edges. everywhere on the edges. Whatever, I can't talk. Just try to break those up with our whisk. Let's try to get every little bit of flour. Look at that goodiness right there. Let's try to get it all off of here, because the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna line our baking sheets with some parchment paper, and then we're going to throw them in, put these in little balls, and toss them a little bit of sugar. Maybe do some cinnamon sugar, and then we're gonna toss them in the fridge for 20 minutes. And while they're chilling in the fridge, preheat the oven and cut up some vegetables for tomorrow. Actually, I'll preheat the oven now. Alright. Just kind of clean up this mess here that I made. I was planning on using this cutting board, but did not expect to make this big of a mess. Okay, that's our okay. Scrub it up right now. Do it the lazy way, but then just pick it up. I'll clean this all up here shortly anyway. So, let's get another bowl. You know what? I am going to do cinnamon sugar. Because why not? Should be enough for right now. Put these all away. We don't need these anymore. Get our parchment paper. Let's line our cookie sheets. So, what I'm going to do now is just kind of move that over to the side. This right here. Cut my parchment a little bit too long, but alright. So now is, let me just wash my hands again. Sanitation reasons after touching all kinds of stuff. Alright, so now we're just going to grab a handful, kind of turn into a ball. These are going to be some big ol' cookies. Just toss it in the dough. Toss it in the flour mix, the sugar mixture, and it's falling apart. That's not good. Try to put it all back into another shape. Just put it right there. And just rinse and repeat. Yeah, these are not coming out as anticipated. Maybe I should chill the dough. We'll see. I don't believe I'm missing anything. Yeah.
But he said he half hour.
Not the dough, but the actual. But the butter is kind of still nice and warm. That's okay. Alright. As you can see, they're supposed to be balls, but I'm not getting a nice ball shape, but these are... It's alright. Try to grab a nice good amount, roll it all up. I might actually need more sugar mixture, but we'll see on that. Rolling it all back up, it just fell apart on in my hands. To be honest, like that peanut butter that I did the other day would have been a lot better for this, but that's okay. Maybe I'll just do 6 of these tonight. Let the dough chill overnight. See if that makes any difference. These are, like I said, these are going to be some big ol' cookies. And, you know, peanut butter is like my favorite kind of cookie ever. It's a lot easier to make the 3 ingredient ones by far. But I had my wife make those ones. She's really good at it. Oh, this one didn't really come out that well. Come on. Alright. This one looks a little like it needs a little bit more, to be honest. Ooh, that sound doesn't sound good. Wash my hands off because they're a little oily. Yeah, actually, you know, like I said, I'll just roll these up. Actually, you probably can't hear me that well. What I will do is I'll probably saran wrap the rest of it up and then let them like into a roll and then let them sit overnight in the fridge. So let's just toss these in the fridge. I'll show you what they look like. They're a little big. I'm gonna put some fork indentations in them. There you go. As you can see, 6 big old cookies. Probably just shift this a little bit. Let's see how this will work out. Sure, let's get it a little bit closer. No, that should be good. Just doing them all over the place. No set design. What?
Huh?
Who? Hmm. Alright, I think that pattern looks fine. Do a little more. like I said, not doing anything fancy. Alright, let's toss them in the fridge for about 20 minutes. If I have room for them anywhere. Alright, so let's get this cling wrap done. Let me actually do it on a nice cleaner part. You don't need this anymore. Let's get some cling wrap over here so we can just roll it all up in here. Big spatula out. And you see there's like a whole bunch left, so just plop it right in. Let's make a nice little log out of this. Alright, let's cut this. It should be more than enough. Oh, that's not going good. Come on. As you can see, it looks like a freaking taco right now. Let's see if I can kind of push it out. There we go. Let's make it a little bit longer. That should be fine. And see, we got a nice little log. Try to spread it out. Trying to get this nice and perfect without getting a seam on it. Just kind of smoothing it out. Oh, there's an air bubble there though. It's not going to be perfect. But what's my motto? I'm not perfect. Far from it. And I'm having issues. This is a fail. I'm just going to call it a day with that. Just try to... That should be good. And I'll just toss this into the fridge. If I can get that to stick. I'll just grab it like this. And that just made it all worse. Oh well. Let's just tie it all up together. And I'm exposing it. Fail, 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 fail. Big ol' fail. You know what? I think this will just go into some Tupperware. Let's put it in a little bowl. That way tomorrow I can actually just do what I was gonna do. We'll just make some balls out of it or something. I think now that the butter's kind of cooled off, as you can tell, it's starting to maneuver a little bit better. Alright. I'll just dump this right into there. There we go. Just pat it down so it kind of solidifies. And I should have a lid for this somewhere. I guess I don't. Don't know where the lid's at. So I'll just saran wrap it for now. The oven's ready, but they gotta just chill a little bit longer. So I'm just gonna saran wrap it. Right. So like I said, I'm going to pre-slice a few veggies for tomorrow. Let's just see what this tastes like. Wow. It's really good. Just going to wash a green pepper. I think one should be enough for me. My wife, she's just plain. She just likes, you know, just cheese on her pizza. As I mentioned this the other night.
Shit.
And as you can just hear, I'm talking shit, apparently. So, let's just cut it down. Using too big of a knife for this, but let's just cut the core out the best we can. Without cutting ourselves. And the trick I was trying to do was pretty much just unroll all of it out. But just press these down. Actually, we're going to use those anyway. I haven't had dinner yet, so I'm going to eat that. They're a little sour. Try to get this shit off of it without cutting ourselves. That's actually still a good piece, a nice thin slice right there. I haven't decided if I want to do little chunks or little slices. You know, like depending on where you go for your pizza, you can get the nice little slices like that. Or since I have the little butts here, dice them up like they kind of do on frozen pizzas and just do it like that. I haven't decided. But maybe I'll just do the little slices. Get a nice good grip on this. Just kind of push it down. We'll do the same thing. Super thin slices, thinner than that. Kind of want them like hair length. mean, those are good. There's a little bit of the butt on there, but or the base, whatever you want to call it. These are a little bit thicker. It's fine. It's a little thick as well. How's that? Let's see. Set our knife down. I think that will be good. Tomorrow I'm going to be cutting up some onions though, so I can get those nice and fresh. And that one's so yeah. You know what though? I'm thinking about it. I'll just cut these in half, so I can just kind of like sprinkle them on there a little bit better. I'll do quarters. I think that should be good. Keep on finding some bigger ones. Yeah, I think that right there will be nice for tomorrow. Like I said, I'm making 2 pizzas. One for me, one for my wife. Thinking about doing pepperoni, garlic. We're incorporating the garlic within the dough when I form it. Some onions, some green peppers. Maybe toss a little bit of bacon. Make some bacon probably before the stream, or maybe during the stream. But yeah, so those look good. Maybe just chop it up a little bit more. Nice and diced a little bit. Yeah, I'll just dice them like that. Eat this. Check on those peanut butter. I don't know how long ago I put them in there. I probably should have put a timer on, but yeah. For that one, so I can toss these in there. See, it's 8:38. Some time. Chop these up into nice slices. For a nice snack. Toss that in the fridge for tomorrow. Oh, did I miss one? I think I missed one. Interesting. Since I got my knife, let's just make a different kind of design on it. Not the traditional method, but... So now, the oven's preheated at 375. We're going to throw these in for about 12 minutes, 12 to 15 minutes. So while those bake, let's do a little bit of a cleanup. You know, just talk, just shoot the shit, I guess. Because I mean, this is gonna be it was a pretty short stream anyway. Like I said, it was just a prep for tomorrow. That way, tomorrow, well, like I said, I'm making 2 pizzas. Probably start this around 5 o'clock, maybe 6 o'clock. So by the time my wife gets home, she can eat. It's gonna be another short stream. Probably be about, forgot, after I get the dough out, gotta let it form, That's going to be an hour. So when I take it out of what it's doing right now with its proofing and doing all the yeasty goodness, hey Google, set a timer for 11 and a half minutes. Almost forgot to set a timer. But anyway, after I take it out of there, I'm going to form into a ball, cut it in half, and then I'm going to put it into a rimmed baking sheet like this, and then and then also into a cast iron, because that's how I like to do it. Or I can do 2 cast irons. I don't know, depending on how my wife wants it. Do you want yours in the cast iron, or do you want yours in the pan? Hey Jamie, how do you want your pizza? Do you want yours in the cast iron, or do you like yours in the pan though? Don't you? Okay. All right. Or alternatively, I can also throw it into a pie dish. But yeah. So I hope everyone's having a good week thus far. It is Tuesday. We have 17 days until Christmas. Let me double check if my wife's calendar has been updated. Or not her calendar, but she has a little red truck with the countdown for Christmas, or just a countdown in general, but it's the Christmas theme, and I have to constantly yell at her to update it because she always forgets. And guess what she forgot to do today?
Shut up, Mary.
I don't know if you heard that, but yeah, she told me to shut up because she forgot to change the day from 18 days left until Christmas to 17 days. So, I've ordered a new toy for the stream, and just for cooking in general. I bought that induction top. So instead of not having the camera angle over here, I'll be able to cook right here, so that you guys will be able to see all the goodness that's happening. Until I get another camera or something set up over here. But I mean, yeah. Either way, food gets made, people eat it, and it's absolutely delicious. But for tomorrow, we will also be making our sauce using San Marzano style tomatoes, and then just throwing a little bit of crushed red pepper seeds, some garlic. How is my garlic? Got 3 bigger cloves left, so some garlic, salt, a little bit of sugar to kind of balance out the bitterness from all the acidity, I should say, from all the tomato. Oops. We're all done with that. I need to kind of clean up this area. Do that afterwards. I mean, it's pretty much cleaned up right now, but yeah, I'll need that. Don't need these anymore. Got our cooling racks out. Don't need this. So, yeah, I mean, there's pretty much not much left to talk about. I mean, just, some future plans for what's going on in the stream. Plan on actually doing this maybe 2-3 times a week. For sure on Sundays, most likely, because it's a good time. Everyone has, the time off for that, especially me. Maybe a Wednesday stream, as well as, a mid-stream. And then probably just throw one here and there throughout the week, depending on what I'm doing. Maybe do some meal prep. Maybe do a full-on dinner. I know If you know me, I've been playing WoW, World of Warcraft, since it's pretty much been out. 2004, the new expansion just launched. So I have the first cookbook. They're coming out with another one, but I have the first cookbook and plan on making a few things out of there. Just some WoW inspired food. Also, like other kind of like what binging with Babish or Andrew Babish does. Just kind of makes foods inspired from TV shows, games, and whatnot. So got a few ideas in my head. Haven't really decided what I want to do with that. But since it is Christmas time, also thinking about doing or not thinking, but actually planning on doing a cookie stream, a cooking stream, baking stream, as rather, since you don't cook cookies, you bake them. I actually bought some pretzel rings today. When my wife got home, I told her about it. She's like, "What?" And I was like, the pretzel cookie thing. She's like, "Those aren't cookies. Those are just pretzels with chocolate and M&Ms." So, I'm sorry. I did not say that correctly. Don't mind me. I'm gonna deflour this. I'm gonna vacuum or sweep it up here shortly. Let's just kind of clean it off with a wet paper towel, and I'll do a full cleaning of it here soon today after this. Try to get all the flour remnants out of it completely. But yeah, the cookie baking stream will be Christmas related. She doesn't want to actually be in the video, but she may partake behind the scenes. I'll probably have the camera just pointed to one direction so that she can be in it, be part of it, but not actually be in the stream. Because she's not camera friendly, but neither am I, but here I am. And then, like I said, another planned stream or idea is making the tamales in Instapot, and then that'll be a rather quick stream instead of like an all day stream, even though it should be an all day process. But not everybody's got all day to do it, and I must say, when I made the Instapot tamales the last year, or tamal, however you want to pronounce it, they came out pretty damn good. My coworkers agreed. My wife, who doesn't really like too much Hispanic Mexican food, really liked them because they weren't spicy. So, and then one of the things I've been wanting to make for a while has been the birria tacos that everyone's been craving about and raving about all year long. I have not personally had them before, but they look absolutely delicious. Oh, those are huge, and they're going to be touching. Those are like that big. I mean, once I get them out of the oven, you'll see how big they are. There's a little bit of time left on them. Hey Google, how much time left? We have 3 minutes and 14 seconds remaining, it says. So we will see how well they go. We got, like I said, we probably will need both of these. Oh. We have our advent calendar that we got for free from the grocery store the other day. And we're on the 8th day. But it was already popped. Did you pop the advent calendar this morning? Or did you pop it last night?
I popped it last night.
Okay. But yeah. So we got last night, it was a little house. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know. But we were there yesterday or 2 nights ago, and they're like, "Hey, do you want a free one?" I was like sure. So apparently one serving per container, serving size is 24 pieces. So you just eat this all in one go then? Who knows? But then you can picture the color in the back. I like how they already started it up for us. Yeah, don't plan on doing that. Not at all. Store in a cool, dry place, 60 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's like 70 something in here, so probably a little bit warmer now that the oven's on. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see them a little bit, but they're a little big, a little brown. Hopefully I'm just gonna turn this down. I followed a couple different recipes, different. There's a few different temperatures to use. A couple of them said 375, so that's what I did. They're gonna be a little brown. I mean, there's always redemption for tomorrow because I have another half batch of it, so you can try that. Yeah, they're browning up pretty damn well. Maybe I just foobarred it up. Well, that's fine. Nobody has to eat them but me and my wife. Even though I was gonna have her take them to work for people tomorrow, but that may not happen. And since I haven't eaten dinner, just snack on a little bit of some tapatios. Hey Google, stop. As you can see, close this. They're a little big. A little big is more than I should say. These ones are fine. They didn't touch. A little bit away from the edges too. So that's good. For some reason, this one decided to invade. There we go. Let's see. There we go. This one decided to just kind of like, oh, let's go all the way over here. They're a little brown. Let them chill here for a minute. Probably should take them off the wood. Put them on the actual cooling rack before I put them on the cooling rack. Yeah, that it's nice and toasty. But like I said, it was gonna be a short stream. Mainly it was for the dough over there, right there. Prepping that for tomorrow, and just wanted a little bit longer stream. I think that wraps it up for now because the cookies are done. They're not perfect, but yeah, I don't know how many times I've said that. They're not perfect. Perfect's not my middle name, but that's okay. Sorry. But I think that should be it for now. Let's turn the oven off. We just gotta do a little bit of cleanup. Checking those cookies here in a little bit. And just check out my Instagram. Check me on Twitter. My Instagram is Mos.Doughs. My Twitter is just Gargeth Gaming. Maybe I'll change it to Mos Doughs or start another Twitter that's Mos Doughs, since that's what these cooking streams are tied to. Because someone who shall not be named stole my Twitter handle after I changed my Twitter handle for a little bit, but that's okay. Tune in tomorrow. We will be taking the dough out from the bowl, forming it up into the pans. It's baking dishes, and then letting that rest for an hour, letting the gluten kind of relax, kind of stretch it out a little bit more. And while we're doing that, probably do more peanut butter cookies. making the sauce, shredding the cheese, because freshly shredded cheese is the way to go. Don't want to use that pre-shredded stuff from the store because it's got all the added stuff into it that won't really let it melt properly. But to each their own, however they want to do it. I find it a little bit more satisfaction just doing it all, from scratch. Probably should make my own mozzarella from scratch, or my mozzarella, as some would say. But that's it for tonight. Thank you for stopping in. Come back tomorrow when we finish the rest of the process. You guys all have a good night.